So in continuation of the Bantu-dominated regions of Atlantic Africa, check out my Cameroon TikTok if you haven't. We'll be talking about a region centered mostly in present-day Gabon, a region I like to call the Miene-Fang region. Most of this region includes the Fang homeland, which encompasses most of Libreville and other parts of Gabon, but it also covers around 85% of Equatorial Guinea and bleeds into southern Cameroon, namely the capital Yaoundé. It also encompasses the Miene, or Ajuma, who mostly live near Cape Lopez, as well as other people groups and ethnicities that were further in the interior of Gabon, such as Akele and the Seke. After migrating from southern Cameroon and displacing the Pygmies, they set up societies in a very decentralized format, where clans would group together into several villages, each village contributing one patrilineal head, to committees that dealt with political, judiciary, and spiritual matters. When it came down to spirituality, it was heavily influenced by interaction with ancestors, even continuing to this day through the syncretic religion of Bwiti. And trade here was also pretty much intertwined amongst each other and along the west central African coast, with the Miene-speaking peoples actually developing a maritime culture where boats could reach up to 60 feet in length, carry up to 8 to 10 tons of product, and even had masts and sails. This trade is probably what the Portuguese saw when they arrived at the Como River around 1472, naming the shape of the river Gabon, which in turn became Gabon. And like Cabo Verde in the Upper Guinea region of West Africa, the Portuguese established trading colonies like Sao Tome and Principe so they could trade more easily with Miene speakers and protect interests further south in Congo and Bundu lands. Early trade with the Portuguese and the European powers that followed consisted mostly of redwood and barwood, which was used as dyes, elephant tusks or ivory, in addition to rubber and gum copal. There was little to no trade in slaves. This allowed for Miene subgroups such as the Orungu and Mpongwe, who were closer to the coast, to gain substantial power due to their go-between status. It allowed for them to establish small city-states and create a new class called the Métis or mixed-race people. These children usually being the offspring of now British and French merchants and local Mpongwe or Orungu women. Those relationships would prove vital, as British and later French ships started to demand more enslaved people to replenish labor forces in the Caribbean, working to meet the demands of European consumers, prompting the Orungu and Mpongwe to sell those accused of malevolence, crime, and debt, to raid themselves and other Miene, raid Fang populations, and also do the selling for those in the interior looking to get in on the trade. Many of those victimized going to places like Suriname, St. Kitts, Barbados, Jamaica, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Haiti, Brazil, and Sierra Leone as repatriates. You should follow and like.